Alright guys, let's do a tool review, and today we're gonna talk about Viair 70p portable air compressor. Let's do it. Alright guys, Graham here. Today we're gonna talk about tools and gear, and in particular we're gonna talk about the Viair 70p portable compressor. And you know guys, since this pandemic, what we have usually do is to travel and drive somewhere far, so mostly nature tripping, especially being here living in Southern California, and having one of these devices, having one of these in your toolbox will give you a little peace of mind, and will save the day, can save the day, instead of calling your tow company, calling AAA. You can just plug this bad boy, and you should be done in 5 minutes hopefully. So yeah, so this is the Viair 70p, and let's check the specs. So yeah, this is a 12-volt device, and the maximum amperage is 15 amps, so make sure that your lighter port can handle 15 amps, or else it will blow your fuse. And then the maximum pressure is up to 100 psi, and the maximum duty cycle is at 72 degree Fahrenheit is 30 minutes at 30 psi, and then the flow rate at 0 psi 13.8 volts is at 1.06 cubic feet or foot per minute. So that's for the specs. And maybe for the let's measure this bad boy. Yeah, it's very compact guys. When I saw this on the picture on the internet, I thought I was expecting like a medium-sized, pretty big compressor, but it's not. It's basically about 6.5 inches. That's for the length, and about 3.5, so 6.5 by 3.5, and then about 5 inches, 5-inch tall without the handle. And then the weight probably around 8 pounds, so it's not that heavy. Okay, and what else for the specs? It's got 4 feet on the tube side, and then this one, the power cord is about 16 feet. So yeah, it should reach up to the farthest tire. Okay, so this one has its own gauge, but I don't trust this guy right here. I usually use my own. I do have an analog and a digital tire pressure gauge. So just if you don't have that one, you can probably you can probably use this as a for emergency, you know, and then recheck your tire pressure as soon as possible. So yeah, oh, by the way, and this one has this screw chuck. Other models do have the, you know, the clip type. Yes, that's the traditional or regular chuck type. And then just want to show you guys a box. Maybe you can find more information from the packaging. So here it is. Heavy duty construction. Yep, it's made out of mostly metal, and it's pretty solid. You can feel, actually you can feel. Okay, it's got a bag. It says deluxe bag, but it's just a, you know, it's just an ordinary bag, nothing fancy there. And then the 3-piece inflation tips kit for your basketball or other inflatable toys. Okay, so 150 gauge, that's a maximum. Yep. And then the accessory power port plug. So here's the box. That's the model 70p. Okay, and this is the bag. As you can see, it's an ordinary bag. Alright guys, to use this is pretty much straightforward. First, you want to make sure that you have a working cigarette power port, and to make sure first that it can handle 15 amps maximum, you know, power draw, to avoid blowing your fuse. And second step, so plug this one, and then first step is to plug this one, and then second is to turn the engine on. Make sure that the engine is running, or else it might drain your battery. So make sure engine is running, and then just screw this side to your valve, tire valve. So that's pretty much it. The switch is right here, clearly labeled on and off. So make sure this is off, guys, before you do anything, you know. Just turn it on when everything is plugged in place. So yeah, you can use this as a reference if you don't have your own tire pressure gauge. If you do, then just check after a few seconds or a minute, depending on the size of the tire. So that's pretty much it, guys. Oh, again, make sure that the engine is running to avoid draining your battery. One thing that I want to add, if I may, is having one of these, you know, as an option. If you're worried about blowing your cigarette tire port, so getting one of these can you know, eliminate that problem. So basically this is an adapter, so you plug this one here on the socket. It's pretty snug, and then you just connect this to your battery. So red for positive and black for negative. So this option, I mean this accessory, can give you an option to use your Viair 70p using cigarette car port or cigarette port, or directly plug this to your battery. So just alright guys, so let's check this tie right here. And here's the compressor, and it should be as easy as plugging this to the cigarette lighter, and then you're good to go. And before that, this is how I would do it. Let's screw this thing here first. Okay, make sure this is on off, the switch is off. And let's plug this one. Okay. And cigarette lighter is right there. Okay. Let's start the car. Yeah. Turn off the AC. Alright guys, so let's see. Okay, so it took us about 30 seconds to properly inflate the tire from 25 psi to about 31 psi. So thumbs up for the Viair 70p. Alright guys, I hope you like that video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.